Hey Hoopheads, Brad here with another breakdown, and today I want to talk about the Raptors' 110-106 win over the Spurs. The Raptors were led in this one by Pascal Siakam, who scored 25 points in the first quarter, including 5 threes. He was absolutely on fire, looking like his old self again for the first time after coming back from injury. And while the Raptors' defense ebbed and flowed this game, they were still able to hold on and get the victory. Let's get into it. On this play, DeMar passes to Forbes in the corner, and check out the way Siakam comes over. He gets a hand on the ball. At the same time, Fred is closing in from the middle. He gets a hand on the ball as well. That's going to be a strip. Siakam takes it down to the other end where he drops the pass off for Fred VanVleet, and he drains a three. And now Forbes and DeMar working a little bit of two-man game on the left side, and as Forbes drives, OG is going to come over to help. Then the pass goes out to DeMar, and check out how OG closes out under control. He knows DeMar doesn't want to shoot the three, so he doesn't overdo it. DeMar kicks it out to DeJounte Murray, who tries to go at Fred, but he does a great job of containing him. And the Spurs are going to wind up with a Trey Lyles heavily contested mid-ranger. Solid result for the defense. And on this play, DeMar tries to attack quickly in transition on OG. You can see Siakam lurking in help position, but because OG keeps great position, that means Siakam doesn't have to come over to help. So when DeMar tries to make his pass, Siakam's already in the passing lane. On this play, the Spurs run some decoy action on the left side, and then Trey Lyles is going to drive right. He dishes to DeMar, and as he does, Pascal Siakam just reads it perfectly. He switches on to DeMar, gets a hand up to contest this fadeaway, and that's great awareness and reaction time from Pascal. Now off this initial screen, Gasol comes out to trap DeMar, and as soon as he picks up his dribble, Gasol retreats back to his man. Then Siakam with the nice closeout to Rudy Gay, again under control, not getting beat, not jumping. And then DeJounte Murray is left with the mid-range pull-up contested by Gasol, and that's nice containment from the Raptors. Here, DeMar trying to attack quickly, but Fred VanVleet with the amazing hands as DeMar spins in the lane. This is one of Fred's 4 steals for the game. On this play, as DeMar comes off the screen, you can again see Gasol coming out for kind of a soft trap. Then as soon as he gets rid of it, Gasol goes back to his man. Fred rotates out, gets a hand up in the corner. And in the first quarter in particular, the Raptors did a pretty good job of contesting three-pointers. That's something that would fall away as the game went on. For example, in the second quarter here, Terrence Davis goes out to contest Patty Mills' shot, gives a huge jump. That takes him completely out of the play. Can't be doing that. But a better play here from Davis as he denies Patty Mills on the handoff. Pirtle wasn't ready for it, and he ends up shuffling his feet as a result. And then this is a great play from Lowry. First, DeMar is going to drive. He collapses the defense. I question whether Terrence Davis should really be helping down this low with all the other people in the paint. But as the ball goes out, Terrence Davis runs Marco Bellinelli off the line, and check out the way Lowry loads up like he's going to give a big shot contest, maybe a foul, but then he actually retreats from the contact. Bellinelli's not ready for it, and he misses the layup, and that's just such a tricky move by Lowry. That's like real veteran, great defensive stuff. And now off the inbound, the Spurs work it to the left side to LaMarcus Aldridge in the post against Gasol. Gasol not giving up anything there. The pass goes out to Forbes, and OG able to recover and get the huge block. OG has such a great combination of perimeter mobility and strength. And now as the Spurs swing the ball, Fred VanVleet's going to find himself a step out of position. That lets DeJounte Murray get a path to the basket, and Siakam is going to come all the way from the opposite elbow to help. And kind of like Lowry, he loads up like he's going to give a big shot contest, but then he doesn't jump, and Murray was already anticipating the contact. He misses the layup, and Siakam comes down with the rebound. And on this play, Bellinelli is going to clear out to the left elbow, and then they're going to try to get the pass to Aldridge over the top, but Gasol does a great job of denying the pass. The Spurs have to abandon that plan as Aldridge comes out to set the screen, and then Gasol gets switched onto Derek White and does a nice job of bothering him. He's got active hands, making himself really big, not going for any pump fakes or anything, just playing great positional defense. Derek White tries to throw up a weird leaner shot that goes out of bounds behind the backboard. And now as Forbes screens Siakam, Aldridge is going to try to set a screen on Fred, but check out the way Fred steps up above the Aldridge screen. That forces Aldridge to take a step up. That's going to be a moving screen, offensive foul, and that's great awareness and anticipation from Fred VanVleet. And now as the pass goes to the left wing, DeMar is going to go around 2 screens, and OG does a nice job of taking a shortcut and meeting him in the opposite corner. Then as DeMar attacks, Fred is trying to cover both guys at the top and keeping an eye on the ball. And as the pass goes out to Forbes, Fred is able to get there on the catch, give a great shot contest. Nice defense by him. And on this play, another trap with Gasol at the top. Again, when DeMar unloads, he retreats back to his man. The ball goes to DeJounte Murray in the corner. And as he tries to drive baseline, the Raptors completely wall him off. He tries to kick it out, but the only person there is OG Anunoby. Great help defense from Toronto. And then this is a simple enough play. DeJounte Murray is going to come off the screen and try to attack, but Gasol does a nice job of just getting his hands up, bothering the layup attempt. And by this point in the game, the Raptors were up 13, but now the Spurs are going to go on a run. On this play, as the Spurs set the screen with Derek White handling the ball, you can see Gasol staying nice and low, but at the same time, for some reason, Siakam is helping all the way over into the paint. He doesn't need to be there. That leaves DeJounte Murray a bit too wide open for the corner three. And then as the Spurs push it in transition, the Raptors aren't able to find the shooters in time. DeJounte Murray drains a three from the other side of the court. And now DeMar DeRozan's going to get the ball with Fred on him. And as he backs him down, you can see all the defense focused on him. Siakam helps all the way over. OG is still staying down too. And this is just over helping. When you load up that much, it's always going to end with a wide open three-point attempt. And this play is kind of a similar deal as Bryn Forbes clears out of the left side and cuts through. Fred VanVleet is going to stop because he sees DeMar DeRozan driving. Look how much help is here in the paint, and the Spurs have a ton of open shooters available. Bryn Forbes cuts the lead to 1. Probably worth noting that Marc Gasol is not on the floor when this overhelping is happening, and he does a lot of work of communicating in the defense. And now as the Raptors trap DeMar again, Pascal Siakam is just a step slow on the closeout, plus DeJounte Murray is already heated up. That's going to tie the ball game. And now Toronto is in a zone again. They do a pretty good job of communicating and containing all the Spurs action. DeMar not able to gain any advantage in the corner. The ball goes back out to the top. DeJounte Murray takes Norm off the dribble, but Serge is there on the back line, getting huge. Nice shot challenge. And now the Raptors in a zone easily deal with this initial action. Norman Powell moving his feet. Nice bit of containment on Lonnie Walker. Then he gets switched onto Murray, who tries to attack, but Norm moving his feet. Kyle comes over with the help, and as Murray tries to throw the pass, Fred right in the passing lane. And then after Norman Powell gets stuffed by Jakob Poeltl, Serge and Terrence Davis do a nice job of sprinting back on defense to shut down Lonnie Walker. That's incredible hustle and great discipline to avoid the foul. And now the Spurs getting out in transition again. Fred and Terrence Davis are back, and because Terrence Davis is back, that means Fred can focus on the ball handler. His active hands are able to deflect it out of bounds. That shuts down the fast break. And now as DeMar attacks, Siakam's going to come over and help to shut down the drive. The ball goes out to Forbes. He tries to drive into the lane, but Siakam is there again. Great rim protection. He was really nice on the interior this game. And now the Spurs are going to work it to Aldridge in the post with Siakam switched onto him. Siakam does a nice job of battling, not giving up too much. He knows Aldridge loves to turn and shoot over that right shoulder, gives a really nice shot contest. And now with the Spurs pushing it, the Raptors do a nice job of snuffing out the early offense. Siakam gets a hand on this pass, almost forces the turnover. Then as Derek White picks up the ball, he's going to attack, and Siakam is still there, still getting himself big on the inside, protecting the rim. And now on this next play, Derek White is going to get a step on Lowry and try to attack again, but this time it's Gasol at the rim. First he contests the shot with the left hand. White tries to adjust and throw the pass, but Gasol gets that with the right hand. Amazing hands from Gasol. Great work to force the turnover. Now with a 6-point lead, you can see a couple mistakes. First, Norm goes for the DeMar pump fake. Seen that a million times. And then as DeMar brings the ball up here, Fred is the one picking him up, and DeMar just goes straight to the foul line and drains it right over him. That ties the game up with a minute left. And now the Raptors go to a play that they've been running a lot lately where Siakam is the ball handler. Fred comes up to set a screen for him. Siakam attacks. That leaves Fred VanVleet wide open. He drains the three. Then the Raptors up 2 with 30 seconds left on the exact same play. Fred gets the exact same shot, misses it, but on the rebound, Lowry with the incredible hands, able to get the strip. Not only does he break up the play, but that's out off Murray. The Raptors get the ball. That means the Spurs have to foul, and Fred VanVleet drains both of them. That's going to be the ball game. Raptors rip off their 7th straight win. They now have sole possession of the 2nd seed. And with a pretty favorable schedule coming up, the Raptors will look to keep extending this winning streak. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you thought of the Raptors defense in the comments.